Alright, Schlockmeister fans, here's something from the 80s. CHERIE. Let's check it out. Paparazzi is spying on Catherine and this other guy while they're skinny dipping. Which is why I can't show you his penis.
Did you get him?
God, I hate those paparazzi. Oh yeah, no girl's safe with him around.
That's Ian, the photographer.
Beautiful girls.
He's a paparazzi trying to get a picture of Catherine, who's this aspiring singer.
He's jealous. He photographs them when they go out with a new guy, take a bath, swim naked. Even Princess Diana in a bikini.
And this is Catherine dancing, because why not, right? She's hanging out with this guy named Carlo. And that's their maid, I think. So Lynn, the maid, and Catherine, they diddle a little bit and play with dolls while this guy spies on them, and I can't really show you much more of this, but there's a nice scene coming up here. 3.5 minutes later.
I'm sick. The only relative I have on the island is my old uncle. Where are your parents? I don't have any parents. They both died when I was little.
He enjoyed the show.
Photograph.
Anyway, Carlo is some sort of businessman. He's got to leave the country for a while. Leaving Catherine all alone at the villa they share.
Maid, huh?
She gets hit on a lot.
I read in the paper today that a killer escaped from San Juan jail last night. It also said he was a sex maniac. He likes young girls. Should you need any help, I'll be more than glad to come and keep you company. Stick. That'll make it.
Ian has a plan to
damn sight better than drowning.
Get close to Catherine.
Straightforward approach, like I'm Ian. Want to have dinner with me tonight? Go to a show. Take
now
a nice
that Carlo's away for a while.
I can see I'm really good.
He calls her later.
Are you calling me from your hotel?
No, I'm in a club watching one of those live dance shows. It's a wild black chick and Gina dancing with a white guy.
I thought you'd like to hear about it, baby.
No, Colonel. That sort of thing doesn't turn me on in the least.
So Ian sends his buddy and his buddy's girlfriend to Catherine's boat. They're going to sabotage it in some way. Of course, they do it, and then they got to, you know, do more than that. So the next day, she's out on her boat by herself. And these were the saboteurs.
I wonder if we did the right thing.
Hey, I was the one who was against this, remember?
Alright, I don't know exactly what happens, but whatever they did, she somehow falls out of the boat. And she needs to be rescued. Ian shows up to save her.
I feel much better now.
Gives her a t-shirt because she didn't have anything on top.
No idea. The thing capsized. There was no reason why it should have.
Come on inside. You'll be warmer.
She's so grateful, she brings him back to her place.
It specifically states that we all have erotic fantasies about life. Even drinking a cup of coffee can turn us on. What's Mentoni like? Is he interesting?
Yes, very much so. He's one of the most fascinating men I've ever met.
They immediately get into the horizontal bop. Carlo calls.
Thank you. Carlo, your boat capsized this morning. I was lucky I could have drowned. Huh? Oh, come again? Sounds like you're miles away. I can't make out a word you're saying.
I am miles away, remember? Incredible.
He's with Ajita Wilson
Yes, I'll bet
and tells her all about it.
I've invited somebody over for lunch, so why don't you call again in a couple of hours? I intend to make love to him, and then I can tell you all about it.
It's a real shame we don't have a video telephone link-up.
Your extra activity.
She doesn't know anything about it.
He's involved with the drug trade with
Take my
Ajita
advice,
Wilson.
Carlo, and get rid of the girl. In my opinion, she could be dangerous.
That's a lot of nonsense.
Forget she knows the combination of your safe.
Listen, I've got the drugs so beautifully hidden she'd never find them.
Okay, Carlo, if you want to keep her, you're just going to have to pay extra. You know what I mean?
That sounds like a threat to me.
100,000.
Are you crazy?
Even when the day is bright, day, what a beautiful day, oh, day, what a beautiful day.
Carlo comes home while she's swimming with Ian.
Carlo.
Catherine?
Carlo, Ian.
Hello? Hello, Ian?
wasn't expecting you back yet.
Yeah. Do you like my bathrobe, Ian?
Carlo has plans.
There comes a time in every man's life when he has a chance to fulfill a fantasy, but not every man realizes it. And then again, not all of us have the courage to see that fantasy through. It's a shame, really it is. Because imagine what a happier world this would be to get rid of a lot of hang-ups. I have my own little fantasy. It just popped into my head. It's that you two make love in front of me, right here and now.
Are you crazy?
Shut up, Catherine. Just do it.
No, Ian, don't. He'll use the gun.
So he forces them, gets to watch. Ian's buddies come over.
Sounds like they're making love.
Let's see. Drop the gun, fella.
And then Ian shoots him.
Catherine,
Ian, what are we gonna
Now
do?
the
What
cleanup.
I'm not going to do is panic.
But there's Dad murdered. We've got to call the police.
I've arranged it so it looks like a case of murder and self-defense. Attempted burglary. I have your career to consider.
As they prepare to clear out of there, Ian finds proof of drug trade.
Catherine, look what I found. Cocaine. It was in this book.
Ajita arrives
But I got no answer, so
to Carlo's place,
Writing and it disconnected the phone.
I suppose.
just as Lynn arrives
Have a
too.
good flight tomorrow.
An uneventful flight. Best guys. The view is as beautiful as ever.
And they discover
Oh my God.
Carlo
He's dead.
and the buddy. But what happened to the girl?
And Mr. Mantoni.
Apparently they dumped the girl who got shot in the ocean,
Check
where a
the
young
body.
couple finds.
See if you can find an ID. What is it?
It's an envelope.
Stupid question. All I said was, do you love me? There's no need to make a big production out of it. A simple yes or no will do.
Of course, I love you.
The police come to talk to them, but they give some sort of story. They basically plead ignorance.
Someone who wanted to see Miss Cherie?
Yes, sir. He's sitting right behind you. The gentleman over there.
Hello, Inspector Molina. Miss Cherie's not well.
Anyway, she goes on stage and sings her song. While she's on stage, Ajita sneaks into her dressing room.
Who wants to know?
Inspector Molina.
Oh, no! No!
Anyway, she sings her big song. Everyone announces she's going to be a big hit. And she runs into Ian's arms, and that's our movie. Alright, it is New Year's Day night, and my first review of 2021. CHERIE. What a way to start it, right? So, anyway, this is a movie that I taped off of cable, probably 1989. It was one of those Skinemax type movies. I don't know if I ever watched it back then. Maybe I saw a little bit of it. I don't know. I've seen it one or two times since then in its entirety. It's okay for what it is. Basically, it's a movie. The actress's name is Berta Cabre, and she plays CHERIE. She's an aspiring singer, an up-and-coming singer, and she's hanging out with this guy named Carlo at his villa. I don't know where they are, in Spain or France or wherever the hell they are. And what she doesn't know is that Carlo sees like some wealthy businessman or something. He's also trying to get her career going, and he's involved in cocaine smuggling. And she has no idea about it, obviously. Now, there's this paparazzi guy named Ian who's trying to take pictures of them. And in the beginning of the movie, the two of them are skinny dipping in the pool, and he's snapping some photos until Carlo takes a shotgun and shoots at him. Basically, he falls out of a tree and runs off. But he has a plan to get close to them anyway. Catherine thinks it's fantastic that, there could be nude pictures of them out there. She thinks it's good for publicity, but whatever. Anyway, he's got to leave. Carlo has to leave to do some drug business, or business as far as Catherine knows. And then Ian decides to sabotage her boat so that she'll need to be rescued. And that's what he does. He sends his friends out to herd her boat. She ends up falling out of the boat, and then all of a sudden, magically, Ian shows up to rescue her. And the two of them hit it off, and they fall in love, basically. Now, Carlo calls from wherever the hell he is. He's kind of indicates that he has some sort of open relationship with Catherine. He openly admits that he's with somebody else, and then Catherine also says, I'm going to be with somebody else tonight too, and I can tell you all about it, although she seems a little angry by it, but whatever the case is, she seems to accept whatever lifestyle this is. But anyway, Carlo eventually comes home and sees the two of them in the pool, and then he decides at gunpoint to make them make love in front of him, which they do. Just as they're doing that, Ian's buddies come over, the one who sabotaged the boat, and they see that a gun has been pulled on their friend. The guy pulls a gun, and then Carlo shoots both of them, the girl and the boy, and then Ian grabs the gun and shoots Carlo, kills him. So anyway, he and Catherine decide they got to get the hell out of Dodge. So they do that. And then like the next day or something, Ajita Wilson, who is his drug partner, comes over and discovers the bodies. The cops come, whatever. They interview Ian and Catherine, but nothing comes of it. And then the weird thing is, Catherine is on stage performing her song, the song is called Catherine Cherie. And she, as this is happening, Ajita Wilson is breaking into her dressing room. To what end, I don't know. That's what was happening there. And then the police come and arrest her, although she didn't do anything, at least in terms of murder. They were the homicide detectives, but they nabbed her. She was just involved with drug trade, and she found the bodies, but she had nothing to do with the murder. But nonetheless, she took off running, and they arrest her. Her song is a big hit, and then Catherine runs off with Ian, and that's how our movie ends. So anyway, that's Catherine Cherie. Ajita Wilson, by the way, was a transsexual, and she was, I think... she's been in actually several exploitation films that I have done, including The Joy of Flying. By the way, the theme song to Joy of Flying, which was done by Gerhard Heinz, is also used in this movie, which seemed a little odd to me. And I showed a little clip of the song Honeymooners Loving, which I actually have on my Apple iTunes because I think it's a really cool song. That was also featured in a couple of these German soft porn films. Love these soundtracks by Gerhard Heinz, by the way, and I actually have a CD that somebody gave me once of him, which is pretty cool. Has all the songs from like Vanessa and The Joy of Flying and Island of a Thousand Delights and Catherine Cherie and other songs, Wild and Beautiful on Ibiza, stuff like that. But anyway, this movie is available on DVD. I think there's a couple different versions out there. It's not the best quality DVD. Obsession put this one out, but it is out there. It's available, and I'm glad it is because it's kind of a rarity. And, again, for what it is, it's fine. There's a lot of nude scenes in it, both male and female full-frontal nudity if you're looking for that. There's plenty of it in here. So that's it. Check it out. I'm just curious if anybody else has seen this movie besides me, and I've seen it like 3 or 4 times in my life. I don't think anybody else can say that. Check it out. Let me know what you think about it. Leave some comments. Catherine Cherie. Watch it. Bye. Catherine Cherie.